Robin right after Dick Grayson, they had a vote. We had to vote, call 1-900 number or something, and you had to vote on whether or not you wanted to kill Jason or Jason Todd. And I think much to the DC surprise, people really wanted to kill this Robin. And like, okay, I guess we're killing Robin now. So, like, yeah. So I mean, it's kind of interesting how this has evolved over. It's kind of, but it was kind of a gimmick when they did it then. It was obviously a marketing gimmick, but it's interesting how this is
Well,
now.
it's interesting because, like, you think about sort of these kind of choices a lot. Like, I'm thinking like the late '80s, early '90s is when you started seeing some of these very interesting choices in like the comic book market. So you have those gimmicks, but then let's kill Superman. They're constantly trying to one up each other until it got ridiculous, and then okay, we're just gonna have all the planets come together. We're just gonna kill half the characters, and we'll say we've reset. There we go, problem solved.
Yeah.
They just go to a silver age, or they go to a gold age, or they go to a platinum age.
Yeah.
Everything just resets anyways. They have the new Superman Man of Tomorrow out, which is a reset. It's a pre-Superman prequel that has it's
I haven't heard of this. That's interesting.
yeah, it's a new cartoon that just come out. Yeah, it's but it has I can't remember his name, the motorcycle alien.
Ghost Rider?
Lobo,
yeah.
Ghost Rider's Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Lobo's in it type of thing, and it's a whole fight between Superman not as Superman, like in the leather jacket and a leather hat type of thing.
A leather hat?
Yeah, yeah. With leather goggles. He kind of looks like a little gay biker from the 80s, but yeah, him and Lobo have a fight type of thing. It's weird.
He's a leather daddy now?
Yes.
All right, fair enough. I mean, hey, he's your own. No kink shaming here.
Hey, remember, all chaps are assless. You don't have to say assless chaps.
Kudos for Superman. Awesome. I don't know how to say that.
Insightful. That was great.
now we're all just picturing it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Well, we're picturing Superman in a leather jacket. You're picturing him in assless chaps. There's
Listening to the ball gag of solitude. Yes.
the ball game of solitude.
It's made of kryptonite.
What kind of kryptonite though? Red kryptonite, blue kryptonite, green kryptonite.
Whatever one makes him horny.
Whichever one makes him horny.
Blue.
I think probably blue.
blue ball.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it's green. I don't know.
Green kills him. Red makes him sad, I think.
It makes him sad.
It fills him full of self-doubt.
No, it's true.
I remember seeing Red Kryptonite. This is like comics way back when, but yeah, I don't even remember. I'm trying to get more into like the animated series now, because like the newer animated series, especially like the Justice League and everything. Oh, speaking of Justice League, have you seen the trailer for the Zack Snyder recut?
No, not yet.
Oh, I saw it today, and I was like, I didn't even see the original Justice League.
This much.
I refused to. I was like, whatever. I don't want to watch this. This is silly.
So
it's really because that like the biggest problem is that Zack Snyder had to step away because of his daughter committing suicide. So he stepped away, but then Joss Whedon stepped in, who had a completely different artistic vision. Both very valid visions, but you can't really mix the two. And then meanwhile, you have the studio execs. I don't know what's going on with the Warner Brothers studio execs when it comes to like the DC properties, but it's like, hey, remember Batman? Got to make it more. It's like you can almost feel when the execs are
the consensus. It's the corporate consensus movie making problem.
Zack Snyder can make a film. He can make a film. Like we've seen films he's made. They're not bad.
Well,
the guys.
I mean, they're hit or miss. For me, they're hit or miss. I enjoyed Dawn Dead.
Yeah. 300 was his, right?
300 was okay. Yeah, I don't mind 300.
I liked it. I mean, I felt like it was, but that was more for the visual style than it was the actual, but I felt that it was pretty true to the source. But, kind of, but yeah, but if you're not going to give it's kind of hard to say like his films suck if I don't think we've ever actually seen one of his films.
Watchmen.
Watchmen.
Yeah.
Okay, Watchmen. There's a good one.
It's okay.
I thought it was good. I mean, certainly better than the other. Honestly, better than some of the Marvel films that came out that have been coming out lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm getting a little tired of films where the plot point is let's fight the CGI monsters now. But it's almost like, okay, we're gonna take this character, throw it at a dartboard. Oh, okay, it's gonna be this character, and they're gonna fight this villain, and it's gonna be in. Oh, there we go, and it's the same film over and over again. Like I point out, like Black Panther, for example, was like, oh, best villain of the year. It's the same movie.
I wasn't really a huge fan of Black Panther, to be completely honest with you.
I'm sorry.
I love Black Panther, personally, but...
It's the same... It's every other Marvel film. It just took place in Wakanda. Or like the new Spider-Man Far From Home. Again, there are no stakes if you're just going to throw a bunch of CGI shit on the screen. This is the problem with a lot of these films now. I put Star Wars in here, Star Trek in here. I put all these other Marvel films in there, superhero films. What they do is they mistake scope for stakes. Or scale. Like, everything is huge. There's explosions everywhere, and there's shit going this way and that way, and, like, big CGI monsters. It's like the Endgame and Endgame was the second. Or what was the last one?
Tim, if I may. Pronounced Ngame.
Ngame.
Yeah.
So, Ngame, the final fight was boring. I'm sorry, it was boring. Because
I disagree with you wholeheartedly there, my friend.
You can disagree. I mean, it's my opinion.
I know. I'm disagreeing. This is part of the show.
Your opinion is wrong.
I'm not saying your opinion is wrong. This is a conversation.
Yeah. Cool. I just found it because you get numb to everything at some point. That it's just like, okay, yes, we're gonna throw all the armies and all the heroes, and you can't focus on one thing or anything like that. I mean, it's just like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's my opinion, but
well, you can argue that there are some Marvel movies that are bad. When are we actually going to get a good DC movie?
I liked Wonder Woman.
You had Wonder Woman, the original.
The original Wonder Woman was okay. I wouldn't say it was a spectacular movie.
It was the best of all the other movies.
It definitely is the best. The newest Wonder Woman I did not like. I thought it was boring.
I haven't seen it. I don't think
it was boring. Well, it was very typical. You knew exactly what was going to happen, when it was going to happen,
and they spelled it out like it was some big mystery. It's like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen. And it's like, I know exactly what's going to happen.
Now, so here's a hot take for you. I actually liked Aquaman.
Well, that's dumb.
Even though I know it's dumb as hell.
It is the dumbest movie.
It is so stupid. I know that.
It presumes that you already know that you've already watched Justice League and stuff like that. When me and my wife watched Aquaman, they come up with these like 2 extra characters, and they're talking like nothing's nothing. Like they've been the best friends of the entire world, and you're like, who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that chick?
I hadn't seen Justice League.
I hadn't seen it either. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It's all
I like it.
There, and it's just like,
I saw Justice League and I saw the same reaction.
So,
for me, my biggest cool with Aquaman is that visually it was interesting, but Jason Momoa, he's not a leading man. I'm sorry. He's a lovely person, but he's just
He's Aquaman. He's not a leading man. That's the thing. He's Aquaman.
I love that. I'm sure he's a lovely person. I love the qualifier there. That was so.
Because he needs validation. He listens to the show, you know.
Yeah. So Green Kryptonite is severely weakened.
Really?
It really weakens and can kill Superman if he's exposed long enough. There's Red Kryptonite, which weakens Kryptonians. But not as much as green kryptonite, and can cause bizarre mood swings. There's anti-kryptonite, which is called reverse kryptonite because it gives humans the ability, or it's extremely lethal to humans and not, so it's radiation. Extremely lethal to humans and not.
It's just plutonium.
Yeah, essentially. X kryptonite gives humans and other creatures superpowers.
What color is it, though? Or is it always in the shape of an X?
It looks green. I don't know. It looks like a crystal.
So it's basically the elephant foot from Chernobyl.
Yeah. Blue kryptonite is used to stop Bizarro Superman. White kryptonite kills all plant life in the area, I guess.
Okay, here's a question for you. So if Bizarro is always the reverse of our world, And wouldn't Bizarro Kryptonite be the reverse of green Kryptonite, like the opposite color of green? Like, what's the opposite color of green in the color wheel? Is it red?
Like, I think.
Okay, but wouldn't it be like the opposite color in the? I mean, these are comic book artists; they know what colors are. Like when you have like
Bizarro's not necessarily opposite; it's a warped version of. So Bizarro Superman can still fly or jump,
or he can still jump.
Everything he gets still strong. He's just a lunkhead type of thing. So he's not smart. He doesn't do things in a proper manner. It's
insulted my color wheel. Yes, it is.
Yes. The gold kryptonite gold is it removes superpowers permanently from Kryptonians.
Permanently. Wow.
Permanently. Silver kryptonite gives trippy hallucinations.
Jesus Christ! I feel like I'm having
the Cheech and Chong silver kryptonite. Black kryptonite.
That's only if you put it in a special pipe and smoke it.
Black kryptonite splits Kryptonians into two entities, good and evil.
What's that?
Orange kryptonite is it makes all animals have superpowers
and tastes delicious.
Pink kryptonite sounds like a joke, but in all seriousness, whenever Superman comes in contact with pink kryptonite, he plays for the other team. It makes Superman gay. Yeah.
Huh, yeah.
And periwinkle kryptonite sounds like a strong drink, but to do the same trick, but periwinkle kryptonite causes Superman to lose all of his inhibitions.
So basically, they ran out of colors at some point. Okay, now we're gonna do puce kryptonite.
Yeah,
Aqua kryptonite makes him hungry, but only for certain types of sandwiches.
Yeah.
What kind of sandwiches would those be, Tim?
Certain types.
Ah, okay. generic certain types.
I'm just picturing all this can't be natural. Like we don't have red uranium, blue uranium, pink uranium.
Well, obviously it's not natural, Tim. It's
from a different. It's from a different world. It's from a different planet, so it could have whatever the hell it wants to have.
I'm picturing the Krypton version of Alabama with a bunch of toothless meth cookers, except this kryptonite. They're making different kinds of kryptonite in their their meth lab or something. That's what I'm picturing now.
Blue Supermans are not meth, they are ecstasy.
Yeah. And it's all, it's true. Anyways, Aquaman was good. Look, what sold me on Aquaman was octopi playing drums. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. This is
so
beautiful.
you love The Little Mermaid then, where the octopus played the drums.
I am a very simple man. I see an octopus playing drums. I applaud. I'm like, wow.
Well, I do like how they made Aquaman to be visually. It's like, okay, you're in the ocean. What are you going to do to make this visually interesting? What are you going to do? It's like plausibility aside, because it is a comic book movie. So I mean, I don't even go there. But at the same time, they figured out how to make it visually interesting. They figured out how to how the villains their motivation. So for a DC film, it was actually reasonably well constructed. I just think that kind of what Keith was saying is they sort of assumed you knew what was going on. They could have just thrown in some throwaway lines for the rest of us. I would have been okay with that. And also, I just don't think there's any particular the acting. I just didn't find compelling. I mean, again, superhero film, but at the same time,
I just thought it was the most B movie of superhero films.
I'll give you that, definitely. Yes, it was the best B movie.
And I kind of enjoyed the so dumb it's good aspect of that movie. The stupid everything that happened in the desert was just dumb.
So wait a minute.
It was just so dumb. I liked it.
Into the B moviness more. That's what they should have done.
I thought they did enough for me, at least.
So if you take a look at it this way, so let's look at the arc of this. So in Aquaman, there was an octopus playing drums, right? And a human has sex with an aquatic woman to make a child. And if we take a look previous to that at The Little Mermaid, there's an octopus playing drums. And it's a human who has sex with an aquatic person to create a child, meaning that Ariel's child is actually Aquaman. That's where we're going here. That's where Disney went with it. Disney went, okay, we're going to slip in.
DC's not Disney.
I don't care. They're doing it anyways.